Welcome back to Chapter 3. Alright, thanks for tuning in this long. I really appreciate it. And now, get ready for a trip down memory lane. This next chapter is a comic we made back in first grade. It's the extended director's cut. And I fixed the spelling. Our teacher hated it so much, she sent this angry note to our moms. Tee. We hope you like it better than she did. Jerome Horwitz Elementary School. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Beard, once again I am writing to inform you of your son's disruptive activity in my classroom. The assignment was to create a written public service message to promote reading. Your son and his friend Harold Hutchins, I am sending a nearly identical letter to Harold's mother, were specifically told not to make a comic book for this assignment. As usual, they did exactly what they were told not to do, see attached comic book. When I confronted George about his disobedience, he claimed that it was not a comic book, but a graphic novella. I am getting fed up with George's impudence. I have told both boys on numerous occasions that the classroom is no place for creativity, yet they continue to make these obnoxious and offensive comments. As you will see, this book contains multiple references to human and or animal feces. It also features a very questionable scene about a disregard for homeless, hungry individuals. There are scenes of smoking, violence, nudity, and don't get me started on the spelling and grammar. Frankly, I found the little trash bag baby at the end to be very disturbing. I mean, how's that even possible? George's silly, disruptive behavior, as well as these increasingly disruptive, scatological comic books, are turning my classroom into a zoo. I have spoken with Principal Krupp about Dogman on numerous occasions. We both believe that you could consider psychological counseling for your son, or at the very least some kind of behavior modification drug to cure his creative streak. Regretfully, misconstrued, grade 1 teacher. Sorry guys, you could have skipped that if you wanted. Bookum Dogman by George B. and Harold H. One day, Petey sat in his jail cell feeling sad. Rats! Every time I have an evil plan, Dogman always outsmarts me. How come he's so darn smart? So Petey decided to find out. That day in the jail yard, Petey got a plan to escape. He sat on the seesaw. Yo, Big Jim, come over here and seesaw with me. Okay. Whee! Bunk. So long, suckers. I'm free. Now time to find out what makes Dogman so smart. So Petey sneaked into Dogman's house. He's reading. Petey used his smartometer to check. Dogman was getting smarter by the minute. So reading makes you smart, eh? Then I must destroy all books. 1 week later. Eureka! Behold, I just invented the word begone 2000. He aimed it at a book. Zap! It worked. No more words. Petey ran around zapping everything in sight. Ha ha! Crash! Petey zapped all the books in the city. Hey, all our books are blank. Then he zapped all the books in the country. Ours too. Ours 3. Then Petey got in an airplane and zapped all the books in the whole world. Before too long, rats, all the books on Earth are blank. Aw man, woe is us. Soon everybody forgot about reading. Oh well, whatever. And people started getting really dumb. Doi, doi dee, super doi. 2 weeks later. Awesome, the world is super dumb. Now's my chance to have some fun. Petey walked to the fancy car lot. Hey bub, give me a car. My cat and 11 puppies. Okay. I'm just gonna take that one over there. My mommy is 5 years old. So long, sucker. Bye-bye, froggy. And the same thing happened at the bank. Thanks for the free money. My shoes are getting married. And the electronics store. Thanks for the free TV. This apple tastes funny. And so, that was too easy. Meanwhile, the police were all busy doing dumb stuff too. Chief, what? Somebody pooed in your office. Why are you holding it in your hand? Because I didn't want to step in it. Good thinking. We must solve this terrible crime. I'll put my best man on it. Get me Dogman. Soon Dogman came running. Dogman, find out who pooped in my office. Dogman will solve this crime Awesome! High five! Whop! Hey, what stinks in here? I have no idea. Dogman was pretty dumb because he didn't read no more. He tried to solve the crime anyway. First he questioned a chair. Then he gave a lie detector test to some pea. And he worked with a sketch artist. And even went on a stakeout. He still couldn't solve the crime. Meanwhile, Petey was having trouble of his own. He couldn't enjoy his new TV because the shows were so dumb. Welcome to the 13 o'clock news. Our top story, me go boom boom in my panties. He couldn't enjoy his new car because the mechanics are so dumb. But you told us to fill it up with gas. He couldn't even enjoy his secret lab no more. Hey, because his butler was so dumb. I told you to take this garbage out last week. I took it out to the movies. Then I took it on a nice romantic dinner and out to the amusement park. Get out! But we're in love. It was no fun being smarter than everybody else. Everywhere Petey went, dumb stuff happened. I'll take 12 donuts, please. Hi, welcome to Drippy's. Hi, 12 donuts, please. Can I take your order? Yeah, 12 donuts, please. Sorry, we only sell them by the dozen. Okay, then I'll take a dozen. Sorry, we don't have a dozen. We only have 16. Fine, give me 16 then. 16 bagels. No, I want donuts, not bagels. Jeez, make up your mind. Do you want mustard on those? Mustard? What for? For your bagels. I don't want bagels. I don't want mustard. I just want donuts. 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 Okay, you don't have to yell. I'm not an idiot. I'm an intelligent person. Don't be disrespecting me. Sorry. That's better. Here's your bagels, lady. Song. Hey, buddy, can you help me? Haven't eaten in 3 days. I'm starving. Here, have some bagels. No, thanks. I don't like bagels. I can't take it anymore. If one more dumb thing happens, I'm gonna... Hey, look, it's that giraffe who gave us his cool car. Oh, yeah. Hey, do you want a cigar? Sure. Boom. Petey started to get depressed, so he went to his secret library, which contained the only books left on Earth. Petey read and got smarter, while the rest of the world just got dumber. I just sold my bike. Why? And dumber. So I could buy this new bike lock. Cool. 2 weeks later, Petey was not doing well. His lab was a mess. His toenails were long. And he hadn't had a bath in ages. Boy, did Petey stink. Meanwhile, Dogman was still trying to find out who pooed in Chief's office. His main suspect was an apple tree. Suddenly, Dogman smelled something. Dogman followed this cat smell to Petey's hideout. He went inside and found Petey's secret stash of books. Dogman started to read, and Dogman read all night long and got smarter and smarter. The next morning, Dogman had a plan. They brought Petey's books to the school and gave them to the kids. Read, darn ya, read. The kids read, and then, hooray, we're smart again. Soon Petey woke up to a shock. My books! Petey followed the trail of books. It led to the school. Then the recess bell rang. Oh no, I gotta get these books. The swing set smacker. Owie, 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 ow. Oh no, there's another book by that seesaw. The Seesaw Smoosher. Oh no, there's another book by the Spring Riders. Spring Break. So Petey got captured. Rats. Dogman reversed the word begone 2000, and soon all the books on Earth got zapped back to normal. Hooray for Dogman! Epilogue. The next day, Dogman found a security camera video. They all watched it together. Soon they discovered who pooed in the chief's office. Dogman! The end. Alright guys, tune in next time for our final chapter, Chapter 4. Thanks for watching. Bye.